What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? Wendy Williams and her son attended her mother's funeral, and according to reports, a dun 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 fight broke out. Fam, these people were fighting at that woman's mother's funeral. Insult to injury is it was Wendy's own brother fighting a family member over the casket. Fam, did you hear what I said? The woman in the casket, the dead woman, son, is fighting a family member over her casket. According to Wendy, her ex, Kev, broke the fight up, but not before he came to her and asked for permission. She said he walked over to her and said, "Hey, can I break this up? Your mother wouldn't want this." And she said, "Yeah, but don't be throwing fists and stuff." So she said that he was able to escort the two fighters out of the service. Wendy said that her mind was on her 89-year-old father. You know, when people fight at funerals, number one, it's always the person that's guilty involved. It's a person that's full of guilt. It's the one that did the least. You know why? Because these are the types who have been irresponsible pretty much all their lives. And this is the type of stuff that they would do because they don't respect the deceased in the first place. See, if you respect a person that is deceased, then you wouldn't try to upstage that person on their day, their death, burial day. This is their memorial. It ain't about you. So no matter what you feeling, you got to try to have some type of class, some type of dignity. It's bigger than you. If Miss Lucy die and have a funeral, nobody should be talking about James and Kelly getting into a squabble behind who was supposed to be sitting on the front row. The whole conversation should be about the deceased and the deceased only. These are some of the most selfish people in the world who show up at funerals and act an ass. Again, it's always the ones that are full of guilt and who have done the least for the deceased. Yeah, that's who it is. I've seen it in my own family. The ones who cried the loudest be the ones who didn't do shit when the person was alive. They did the least. So this is their time to be somebody. Everybody's listening. They want to get up there and say something in the 2-minute expressions, just lying, saying things that nobody can corroborate because the other person is dead. Yeah, you know, she told me that she wasn't feeling good that night. And so I called and I said, "You okay?" And she said, "I don't know. I'm just not feeling my same." And, and then I said, "Well, I'm going to come by and see you." And so I was going to go by there last week and I got the call. I think that was last Thursday. Yeah, that was Thursday. And I got the call that she had passed on. She had went on to the Lord. Just lying. And can't really prove it because this is a conversation supposedly between two people, right? I've already given instructions for my memorial. I've instructed my children to have a squad car, at least one, parked outside. Typically, you see the motorcycles. That's cool. That's cool to direct traffic. But I want at least one squad car there. Because if one of my relatives act a damn fool, they start cutting up, I want you to lock them up. I would have wanted it. You know how people say when somebody died? Well, they wouldn't have wanted that. They would have wanted, this is what I would have wanted. Lock their ass up. I would want them locked up to prove a point. They would have never disrespected me in life. And the point would be, you're not going to disrespect me in death. And if you do, I'm going to get the last laugh. Family, if you have a problem with somebody at the funeral, you don't want them to be there, kindly have a discussion with whatever officers are going to be there, who's ever in charge of the deceased estate, whoever got the right to speak on it. Have a conversation and leave the drama outside the doors. Sometimes the person who has the rights over that person's estate, they are the worst person at the funeral. They ain't shit. But that deceased person gave them or put them in the position to have authority over their remains. And if they didn't have the foresight, that's on them. They didn't take care of their business, that's on them. But maybe they did take care of their business and they're not concerned about how anybody else is gonna feel. They love this person and trusted this person so much that they're cool with whatever decisions that person make. And right or wrong, you ain't gotta respect it, but you gotta deal with it. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Yeah.